Today's episode of Rich People Doing Things Nobody Asked For. 6 women launched into space for a lifetime of bragging rights. It all just feels too familiar. I'm sure you guys remember this, when 5 ultra-wealthy men paid $250,000 each to go into what looked like a soda can controlled by a $30 video game remote to dive to the Titanic wreck, and we all know how that turned out. Now we have 6 women, including Gayle King, Katy Perry, Lauren Sanchez, blasting into space for 11 minutes, saying that this is inspiring and a good change for our future. Meanwhile, the sane folks down here on Earth are struggling to buy groceries, to pay rent, filling up our cars with gas, but you know, this is our future. Let's just call this what it is. It's an ego boost. It's a billionaire bucket list item.
Katy Perry went to outer space today in what people are calling one of the most useless space missions of all time. This is the capsule in which they went in, and it was an all-female crew, which is the first time this has happened since 1963. And people are upset about this, but what they don't know is that they're kind of wrong for the reason they are upset. So they went to outer space for about 11 minutes in total, floated around a little bit, looked out the window, shared a few laughs, and brought a flower with them. And they screamed and laughed the whole way back down. And when she landed back down on planet Earth, she held the flower up to the sky, kissed it, and then kissed the ground, as if she went on some sort of important mission. Now, the reason that people are upset is because they thought that this was all paid for by taxpayer dollars, which is not true. And there was no government funding. This was a private mission. She flew aboard the Blue Origin New Shepard, which is developed and privately funded by Jeffrey Bezos. People can argue that Jeffrey Bezos gets tax cuts, so technically it is taxpayer dollars, but it was not directly funded by the government or taxpayer dollars. So they were only there for 11 minutes. As annoying as it was, the intention was to inspire space tourism.
They went to space for 11 minutes.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. It is Sumi here, just in case you're seeing me for the very first time. I hope you do consider subscribing. So in today's video, we are going to be reacting on one of the most trendy episodes that have been happening lately. So I came across a bunch of videos from different people, of course, complaining why Katy Perry had to go to space for only 8 minutes and came back without nothing. People thought she was really going to be there for like maybe a month. It was really going to be an extraordinary thing to do, but they just spent wasted money, went in space, and probably people even think this is their money, these are their taxes that they are playing with. People are homeless on the streets, people don't have food, other people literally are suffering in hospitals, they don't have medicine, and for her with her crew they decided to waste all that money just to go in space for only 8 minutes. They just don't even know the reason why they had to do it. So you guys, I don't know if you've come across the same incident. Please, if you have or you haven't, let us continue watching these few clips from people and let me know what you think about it down in the commentary.
They went to space for 11 minutes. This is America's goddamn problem, and that's why the other countries be laughing at us. Land of the free and the home of the fuck out of here, because I thought these women were staying up there for at least a month. 11 minutes? How much that cost? The kids been starving. The homelessness is insane. Everybody don't even qualify for food stamps no more. The eggs, the footage don't even look real. It looked like it came from a motion picture from the 70s. What are we supposed to do with this information on this Monday morning? Like, did Jeff Bezos send his wife for collateral just to prove that ain't nothing gonna happen to them, or he don't care about her either? We really couldn't have allocated that money to decrease the egg prices? I need a scientist to make a TikTok right now to really give us the tea of if you could really get to space in 11 minutes, because I call bullshit. Hey, Jeffrey, you want to do us all a favor and send Trump and Elon up there next? Please and thank you.
It was all for show. A publicity stunt, if you will. And they're tricking you. The wealthy are funneling money. Nothing is real anymore. Did you hear about Katy Perry, Lauren Sanchez? And good God, Lauren is so scary to look at. And Gayle King. We just know Oprah put her up to this. Is this a humiliation ritual for Gayle? But my goodness, those astronaut suits were fire. But are they wearing diapers? I want to know that. Anywho, yesterday they went on this space mission, and it sounds like a dream, right? But here's the plot twist. According to the FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration, they are not technically astronauts. It's like they even knew it was fake. Here's why. They say the spaceship has no pilot and no co-pilot. Nada. It's controlled entirely from the ground. And the joyride was only 11 minutes long. You guys know they went nowhere but the green screen, right?
You telling me them old ass heifers paid over $150,000 a piece to go to the edge of space? The edge. They didn't even make it in that. And then came back to Earth. What was the reason? What? They was in space for 11 minutes. Correction, they were at the edge of space. What was the purpose of this mission? What? It's where rich people be bored. Bored, fucker. Cause what possessed y'all to pay all that money to not even go into outer space? Y'all ain't even get to hang out there. Y'all ain't get to do shit. Bitch, I'll tell you what, if I had the money to pay to go to outer space, I'd go up there and I wouldn't come the fuck back. Okay, who the fuck come back down here? They don't make no damn sense. They bored. They bored. Look what happened to the rich white folks that was bored and went down to the goddamn Titanic. They ain't make it the fuck back. You better be glad y'all made it back down from the edge of the damn outer space. Oh, Lord Jesus.
2 years ago, we saw 5-6 people get in that submarine and never come back home. Last year, we see these 2 astronauts go up into space and they still not back down here on Earth. Now, Gayle King and Katy Perry want to take their ass up there into space, and I hate to say it. I think that this, I don't think this is going to end how they think it's going to end. Now, Katy Perry didn't turn her comments off on IG because all her fans keep saying that she shouldn't go. Now, Gayle King, a lot of people fuck with Gayle King. The older folks, not a lot of young folks fuck with Gayle King. But a lot of older folks have even been saying that she don't need to go either. And Gayle King herself has said that she is shook the fuck up and she's scared. Now, it's one thing to be scared to do something new, but bitch, you're about to go out of the fucking Earth. You're about to go off of the Earth and into the galaxy. I would be scared too. But here's the thing. You, Gayle King, and you, Katy Perry, y'all got enough money to stay down here on Earth and live a good life. Why do y'all want to go messing up stuff? Why do y'all have to go discover? Why do y'all have to go see what the fuck is up there? You feel me? At the end of the day, we know the moon landing wasn't real. Neil Armstrong has already said that it wasn't real. So if we're just going off of that alone, what are y'all going to see? And what are y'all going to do? Or are they going to do something to y'all? Are they holding y'all hostage or something? Are they doing something to y'all? You know, celebrities, they can't come out and say, oh, somebody is hurting me or beating me up, or they're trying to send me into space so I can do some fucking weird ass experiment or something. They're not going to sit here and say that. But let's think outside the box. Because what else would they be going up there to do? If Neil Armstrong had already said that the moon landing was fake. Nobody has ever been to the moon. Nobody has ever done any of that. That's what he said. We're just going off of that. What the fuck are they going up there to do? It's just not making sense. It's just not making sense to me. And I can't quite put my finger on it, but I'm telling you, it's not going to go how they think it's going to go. You got 2 astronauts still up there in space, and they are aging rapidly. They're getting older by the fucking day. I mean, we all are, but you know what I mean. Like, they're literally getting older by the second because they're up there in space. But up there in space. Now, up there in space, to me, means that they're doing some kind of weird-ass experiments on these people. They're keeping them hostage. They're keeping them in a little pod or something. They're giving them little food, little water. And they're running these experiments on them. That's what I think, and that's what I'm convinced. Because I can't think of any other... I can't think of anything that makes sense. So, somebody tell me, why do y'all think that Gayle King and Katy Perry are going to outer space?
Y'all want to know the real reason, the real point of them making a big spectacle, talking about they going up yonder up to the clouds, through the clouds? And do you want to know the real reason? Deception. Y'all don't find it weird that in this specific hour, in this specific time, with everything that we have going on, all of a sudden, out of all of the years that we've been on this earth, there has never been such a large push to go into space like this. We've heard people talking about, we've heard stories, 11 minutes, 5 minutes. That makes absolutely no sense. It is predictive programming, okay? It is falseness. It is witchcraft. It is deception. Because we all know that there is a firmament. If we don't know that, I don't know what to tell people. They want us to believe so bad. Just like them people that was stuck up there. All of a sudden, ain't nobody else stuck up there. They want us to believe so bad that this is a real thing. They want us to believe so bad. I just don't understand. One thing that cannot be explained, and maybe I'm not into tech, so I can't really go into depth with that, but there was no pilots that was conducting it. It was just them on this ship. So you mean to tell me it floated into space, and of course technology was probably orchestrating it, and it just came down regularly and normal? You really want to tell us that? You really want us to believe that? In that small little capsule, that it was guided by all technology and nothing went wrong? We can't even breathe up there. So how do you, this is, don't even, 1 + 1 is what? Nobody knows the real purpose of them even doing this. My thing is, if you go do it, why you just didn't go ahead and do it? Why does it have to be a big spectacle? Why did the world need to know that this is what y'all was doing? Because there is always an agenda. There's always an agenda. There's no reason why we was brought into the group chat of y'all doing that. Because was it benefiting anybody? Was it benefiting anybody in this world? Was anybody making a coin? Was it helping world hunger? Was it helping anything? There was absolutely no point that we were brought in the group chat. Y'all could have did that secretly from y'all little island and gone and came back, and we wouldn't even care to know. There is a conditioning of witchcraft in the mind that they want people to believe that they are able to access these places and things. And the Bible is truth. The Bible is clear what it says. Okay, I placed the firmament. Do we need to read it? I done read it too many times. I'm not gonna keep. There is a firmament. You're not getting past that. I just, y'all, these people worry me. They worry me. Y'all worry me. I will say this. Gail can't act. She was frazzled coming off that thing. That blessed me. Listen, Gail was I don't know if she was, baby, Gail, you was frazzled. She was like, I'm glad to be back. But still, I'm not going. I'm not going. You can't pay me a coin today to believe that. Because what y'all do this for? What was the point? 11 minutes? Child. This is wild.
They're really trying to commercialize space exploration and travel. And they literally sent Katy Perry and Gayle King up there for 10 minutes in order to give us a little presentation. Traveling to space is going to be so cool and so fun and such an experience. You sent them up there for 10 minutes. For 10 fucking minutes. I thought it was going to be this whole long thing, and that's why they were a little bit scared. But no, you sent them up to space for 10 minutes and then they were back. Can you even get up into space and all the way back down within 10 minutes? What was the point of that? And they're going to try to sell that and commercialize it and be like, you guys can all go to space and have this wonderful experience for the low price of $10,000 per. No. What is the point of that? I just don't understand the actual point of that. They made it this whole big thing and then they sent them into space for 10 minutes. And then they were already back down on the ground. And they're going to try to commercialize space travel and make it this whole big thing and sell space. Because the greed is really just that crazy and capitalism just doesn't fucking stop or sleep. This is not even making any sense. No.
We still haven't figured out what they trying to distract us from by sending these random women to space. All we ever asked Katy Perry for was new music. Instead, she to spite us, she okay, I'll go to space. And I think Oprah paid somebody to kidnap Gayle King, because why would she do this? She looking like she don't know that she don't have to go. Can we please save Gayle? Gayle look like she about to her pants. How did they even go about this selection process when there are whole scientists that would love to go to space? This feels like they trying to be funny. This lineup is something about it ain't right.
Y'all really calling us boo the fool? Y'all really think we are that dumb? You telling me that Katy Perry and Gayle King, the most random duo They went to space today and they already came back. But mind you, the real astronauts, they were up in space for like a year. And almost a year. And it took them so long to bring them back. But somehow, Katy Perry and Gayle King, they went today and they already came back. They landed. I'm just trying to... First of all, why did they have to go to space? And why was Katy Perry like crying like the whole time over the weekend about going to space, talking about her family? I mean, I'm just trying to understand like the rationale. Like, did they just go up there because they wanted to? It's not making sense. It's giving... Y'all trying to convince us of some things. It's giving weird initiations. I don't really think they went to space. I think they just went up there to play around. But that's just my opinion, because Sunny and the other astronauts, they were up there for a year and we couldn't bring them back for so long. I just don't understand how they went to space today and they already came back. It felt like it only took 10 seconds.
Gayle King and them were only in space for 10 minutes. 10 minutes and 21 seconds. I'm thinking this is a big thing. I'm thinking it's going to be like a week long, baby. But you know what? I will say it's a good thing that it was only 10 minutes. That's all that Gayle could handle. Y'all know Gayle had no business in the first place. Katy Perry and the rest of them was like, whoa, Gayle. Did y'all see the clip of her ringing the bell? Y'all see how everybody is excited? Smiles on their faces. We going to space. Now look at Gayle. Gayle, you really don't have to do anything that you don't want to do, my darling. I think Gayle was probably that scared. Well, one, because it's space. Like, who wouldn't be scared? But also, this is right after the astronauts got stuck. You know what I'm saying? So she's probably like, oh, fuck no. But anyway, shout out to the ladies. They all look real cute. They look real good. And I heard that Katy Perry was singing when they came back down. That must have been nice. That probably calmed Gayle's nerves, child.
Katy Perry and Gayle King and an all-female crew going to outer space. Now, I'm trying to figure out what was the reason. Katie, you a singer. Gayle, you a talk show or whatever, interviewer, whatever the case may be, right? Gayle, that's a pill. Is it a sport now? Because I know y'all seen the people that stayed up there for them whole long time. Them people came back looking ancient. Like, that's how y'all know that shit ain't real. Something is going on. Why would y'all want to go there? Like, y'all ain't got enough money to do nothing else that y'all decide to go places that you know that you should not be going. Like, they don't... I'm not understanding. Is it just me? Like, some stuff I don't want to know. Some stuff I don't want to see. Like, why? Who Oprah approved of that?